We back. Let's get into this little shed, shack, whatever it is. Yo, lady, herb woman, Bazina. I don't
Did what
know.
you asked?
I did what you asked. Yeah,
And
we
you
got all
didn't
cleaned up.
faint
We ate.
while doing
We're
it.
good.
I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again.
Well, I'm glad that
So consider
we had a.
yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Honestly, let him
Well,
die. I don't
he's
like him.
less lucky.
He's an idiot.
That brute really knocked him about before hands beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to
Fortuna.
Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left.
I don't know if I would
It
agree
ought to
on that.
work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Lady, I got thrown off a cliff. I know about herbs. How do I recognize them? I know about herbs.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage,
Okay.
not some dried herb, so listen up.
Stupid.
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard.
I could move it for you.
Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
I can manage.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage.
I just need a shovel.
It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble.
You have any shovels?
And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
This lady giving me so many chores.
I'll bear that in mind.
I'll
Granted, she
sort
did
out the
save
rest
us.
with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right,
What?
I'll get to it.
You have a grave digger and you're making me do it? Lady, please. Alright. What's up, Growler? Where did she say it was? Oh, here. Right next to him. Spade. Take the spade. Pick up the corpse. Did he have anything else on him that was interesting? Not particularly. Grab body F. Let's go. She said follow my nose, but I ain't sniffing nothing. Can you follow me? Like, that'd be pretty cool. Let's make sure we're going the right way. Yeah. Carry the corpse that way. Okay. This is gonna be a slow walk. Oh. I thought that was a boar. What are the odds I can beat him up? Come here, boar. Come here. Wapow! 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 Wap. It just hit me. Hello? Why am I dying? I don't understand. That might be her pet, actually. I was trying to get some food, but whatever. I don't know if it hit me or if I was swinging too much while fatigued. I'm not really sure about that. But we definitely took some damage. I need a weapon. Even if it's just like a stick. Something.
Ah, shit! Oh, my shoulder.
You're fine.
This bastard's hard work.
Right here should be good.
You can't be in the ground soon enough.
I need some pants. After quite a bit of arduous work.
May
Let's
the
go.
earth rest lightly on you, you bastard.
Pee on his
Hope you
grave.
find peace. And don't come out to haunt anyone.
Yeah, this must be her pet. I'm sorry for punching you in the butt. Repeatedly. I thought you were a meal. My mistake. She said behind... Like, can I go up around? Probably. I should be able to use the shovel as a weapon. What's up, Growler? Like, he's not cute, but neither is Joffrey. But Growler looks like he could take on some people.
Damn, my shoulder still hurts like hell.
Yeah, well, you got shot.
Now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
I don't think that's how that works. Oh, I realized when I was... Hello. When I was going back and editing it, that it's got like a little bit of
Purple
weirdness.
flower. Sage. There we go.
Yes. Let's get more while we're here. Weirdness with like faces and whatever. I think it might be the DLSS. I'm not sure. I had to clear my throat. I was tempted to change the DLSS
Right.
thing.
Got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajana on the double. The sooner.
Shut up. Let me just see. No, it's not here. It's here. No, it is here. See, there's this. The DLSS preset is a new transformer model. Offers better image quality, but comes with slight performance and cost. Like, how much cost we talking? Let's just see.
Gets that remedy, the better.
So I got 81 frames, 83. Just because I'm curious. What's it do differently? 78. Well, they said slight. It really meant slight. I don't really see a difference, though. I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a difference. I want to climb this. You can't tell me you can't climb this, Henry. Can't climb it. Alright. A dandelion. It's always good to get these things out of the way. Grab what you can while you can, in case you need it for later. Especially things that are for healing. Alright. Back we go. A butterfly. I need some healing myself. What you barking at? What does he want? I need some shoes.
What's that dog making such a fuss about?
Something is happening. Something's going on. Just remember, not all sticky situations have to be solved through violence. Sometimes even the worst enemies can be reasoned with.
You should have some weapon at hand, in case there's any foul play.
Let's just make sure that that's equipped. Because like he's saying, we need to know. Hey boys!
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Let's talk peacefully.
Lord von Bergov, sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are.
I'm the one who
and
got
what
ambushed.
You know about it.
We're messengers, and we were ambushed.
I'm Henry of
Yeah,
Skalitz.
I think actually the second was
I'm
better, because
accompanying
he
Sir
doesn't
Hans
look...
Capon on a mission to deliver an important
I think
letter
these
to
guys are gonna
Lord
attack
von
us.
Berghoff. We were the ones who were ambushed yesterday by the pond.
That was a bad
Sir
choice.
Hans isn't fit to travel now. Please report to Trotsky that we'll come as soon as we can. And have them send us horses and some clothing. And an escort would be good too.
We're gonna get attacked.
Shit, how about that?
Yeah,
Didn't expect
that was
you to
really
fall
stupid.
for it so
I
easily.
literally
We're
clicked
not
it,
von Berghoff's men.
and
We'll
then I
deal
saw
with
the
him
second
later,
choice, and I was like, oh.
like we did with you yesterday by the pond. But that's the least of your worries now. We'll take your Sir Hans with us, but we've no need of you. Farewell, Henry of Skalitz.
On the other hand, though, this is a good way of... Bro, you be dead. You be dead. Bang. Get him, Growler. Ow.
Get him! You won't get me.
Yeah, fighting two... Ow. Okay. Fighting two people, not good. Not a good first way to get about this. I do want to fight them, though, because I think that would be good for everything. And because we already stuck with it, we're not changing our choice. Equip this. E.
Any foul play?
Honestly, I don't even want to talk to him. Hey, bun. Punk. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I could chat with him now.
You fight like an old hag!
Bro, I'm pressing the wrong button.
Your ass open.
Good job, Growler. Good job, Growler. Where are you running? Where are you running to?
No, I don't want to die.
I don't really care what you want. Let me swing. Oh, this guy. Oh. He did not want to go down. All this stuff. Oh, some food. A door and chest key. I'll take this stuff. For sure. Would have been nice if I could have gotten his outfit. The chicken's eating him. Yeah, I mean, all this stuff is pretty trash. His shoes are covered in blood. However, it's not terrible condition, and I could always just wash them. Tin badge. I'm a cop now. Let's go. Put some shoes on. Wash up. She did say to rinse off in the river, but whatever. Hey, ma'am. It's all good out
They
here.
hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Berghoff, and they was looking for two bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure, they wasn't von Berghoff's people.
Yeah, I
They
learned that
didn't
the hard
even
way.
have his Waffenrocks, but they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening.
Well-
Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
We can tell her the truth.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You
You
won't.
won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken. But thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my
Technically two.
yard.
Don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be
I don't
able
have
to
mud on my
manage it
face. I just
before
rinsed it
evening.
off.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her.
I can do it.
You can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
I can do
All
it.
right, I'll try.
I have a little experience.
I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe.
Yeah, as long as
But
I got
it'll
the
be
recipe
better if
there,
I
I'm
tell
chilling.
you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
I don't need advice.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I gotta brew the potion. I gotta take care of the bodies. What else do you want me to do? Can you do anything on your own? Deal with the bodies first. At least the other guy's fairly close to the stream. Am I gonna have to bury him too? Am I just burying all these people in this lady's front yard? That's kind of crazy. The real question is, how did they find us? I'm sure they're just going like house to house, but still. I want that pig. I'd take the pig over Joffrey, that's for sure. Ugh, I do have to dig another grave. Alright, buddy. Where do you want to be buried? Looks like right here.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder.
You're chilling.
Grant the deceased eternal rest, Lord, and let them be
I
bathed
mean, they're
in
not
your
telling
light
me I
and
gotta
rest
kill
in
the,
peace.
not kill, bury the other guy. I don't know, I'll be nice at least and bring him down there. This pig really likes wallowing. Wonder if I can bury him though. There is room for it. Can I dig another grave? Yes, sir.
Ah, fuck. Ah, this damn shoulder.
Yes. I mean, you could always just drag him and not pick him up, but that's not an option.
A cutthroat like him is no great loss. Even so, rest in peace. And may
Where's
God give you
this
your just reward.
river?
I can't just go wandering around. I have a duty to Sir Hans.
I wasn't wandering, I was trying to rinse off, but fine. Alright, let's make this a little potion. Preferably make two so I can give one to myself as well. Wow, look at those god rays. What's up, Growler? Hey. Alchemy. So we're making a chamomile
First, go to the
decoction.
recipe book.
Read.
Now find the recipe for chamomile decoction.
What is it?
And remember what you
What is
have to
happening?
do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
I don't think it's supposed to look like that. Go back to the book.
All right. First,
Why are we
You have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
There we go. I don't know why we were so far off. This is a much different looking book. Alright. Sleep heals you faster and if good quality? Sleep heals you faster and if good quality. Energy replenishes faster while sleeping. What does that even mean? You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, and a handful of sage. That does not look like it says add. Add the chamomile and boil for
What
one.
are you waiting for?
I'm reading.
Pour it in there.
I'm reading. Add the chamomile and boil for 1 turn. Grind the sage. Add it to the cauldron. Pour. Okay. So how do we do this? We need the wine.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Yes.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Okay, but that's not what it says to do.
Hear that bubbling? It's boiling.
When the cauldron is over the fire, it will start to simmer.
For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows. If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
That is, it says E on the left, but it said X on the bottom.
Get all the herbs that you need ready.
Chamomile,
The ones you pick,
sage.
put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Alright, so
Right,
add the
let's get to
chamomile.
it. First, throw
Chamomile,
2 handfuls
chamomile.
of chamomile into the cauldron.
1, 2. Looks much different compared to
Before you
first
put
game.
it on the flame, turn the sand glass so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flame.
Okay, well, she's messing me up by
All
talking.
right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Did not time that well. Would have gotten all messed up if she didn't say to stop it.
Have you ground it?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron.
It's interesting. In the other game, you
Have
could
to
tell
boil
when stuff was in it.
anymore.
Now you can't.
All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in.
Hopefully this is making more than 1.
Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
I mean, I think we just got some wine. Amount 3. Perfect. Get me out of here. Why is that book so messed up?
There it is.
Why am I so filthy?
Well, now, judging by the smell, I'd say you brewed it perfectly.
I did, didn't
Thanks
I?
for your help, Henry.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All
Can I
right.
have one of them?
Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Can I have some pants? Do I have any more of those? No way, she took all 3 of them. Yeah, I guess it'll regen anyway. Sleepy, sleepy. I mean, I'd rather not sleep or wake up in the nighttime.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Necropolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
The stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Why is he having so many dreams now? It's been a while.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it. As a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
That does not sound like the old lady.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake.
Well,
Are
well.
you having a nightmare?
You're not the old lady.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
What is that supposed to mean?
Ma knows
What is he
what
doing?
she's doing. And that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows. And it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
You know, I'm better.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad. But I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
We're not gonna lie. Yeah.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path.
What are you, a
But
dream reader now?
I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks.
Thanks, Pavlena.
We're not gonna be
Never
rude.
thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too.
Yes, I
Breakfast
did
is on
sleep.
the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along.
Are they
And
pants?
we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
I would quite like some pants. Perk points. Increase Henry's level gives you perk points. You can also use them to unlock other abilities and upgrades. P. Let's 13. Okay. There we go. A charming man. Always said you should do a good deed every day. You carry that. He who is a friend to all is a friend to none. What? You can be a friend to anyone when it suits you, but you are a true friend, especially to yourself. If you lose reputation, the drop will be 10% less. If you gain a charming man. We're charming. That's main level. Strength. If you carry a sack or even a dead or unconscious body, the weight only counts as half, therefore it will be hardly a burden to you. Additionally, your carrying capacity is permanently increased by 8 pounds. Wow, that's a lot. On the other hand, I guess I gotta read the whole thing. The required strength for all weapons for you is 1 less. That's pretty good. In general, if your strength level is lower than the weapon requires, you will do less damage, yes. On the other hand, if it's higher, you'll do slightly more damage. With this perk, you'll arrive to that point sooner. That's pretty good. Excuse me. Agility. Deft hands. With this perk, you'll arrive at that point. On the other hand, God, I don't want to read the whole thing. The required agility for all weapons is the same thing as that. Fall damage reduced. Deft hands. Speech. When selling weapons, armor, or clothing that are near perfect or perfect condition, you'll gain more money. You get +4 speech when haggling. Haggle. See, I still have perk points available, but I can't do anything with them. Like, why can't I get this? I'm not really sure. Why are you giving me all these points if I can't use them? Strange. Anyway. Food. How are we on that? Where is all that? Oh, down here. Nourishment, 86. That's chill then. I want to see the other. No, this is my inventory. Player. Buffs. What is this? Oh, I stink. Get rid of a busy bath or washing yourself. Yeah, let's rinse off, because my god. Well, we don't stink anymore. Hello.
Look who's back. Good morning, Henry. You have no idea
How is he just
how
okay?
glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
All the more cause for merrymaking. Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course. I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bajena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the 3rd time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
I would like that.
Time. What in God's name happened the first 2 times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Yeah.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Yeah, I died about 6 times trying to fight him. We'll be nice
Come
about
from
it.
somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
We still gotta deal with
It's
humans.
just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here.
I hope so too. I will not be able to kill them.
Alone against them.
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, They took him captive.
There must have been 10 of them.
There were 2
chance.
or 3.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count.
I ended up sneaking up
Besides,
and
they were armed to the teeth.
saving
and
him
had
without having to get
bows
into a
and
fight.
armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever.
Where's Joffrey?
Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck.
Nah, I didn't fight
but
them. I tried and I died.
Old
many times.
Dentes.
Fortuna Juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're
Didn't he
really
say
telling
brave
the truth about who
yesterday?
they are. Who but a
did
lord or
I
a
say-
priest
I
could
don't
know
know.
Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Yeah, he got shot. Oh, I remember that. He was an idiot.
The foe took the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside.
Yeah, we're
and
sneaking
open
around,
the
this idiot gets
portcullis
shot.
to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you
Excuse me?
paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, how did you beat him?
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for, but I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily, I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favor you. You chose your motto well.
Yeah, I'm
Once we
pretty
get
sure
back
he
to
said
Rattay,
fortune
I'll have it
favors the
inscribed on
brave
my
before,
shield.
and I
Do
said it should have
tell.
been bold.
What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things, but I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Gelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
I could kill that
But I
pig.
do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade.
Are you kidding
We
me?
can't manage without them.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry.
Is it a
Ma
weapon?
had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on
pants?
purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see. It's not all that hard
I'm
to
not really
brew.
sure what that
With a
means.
bit of practice, you could
Wasn't that
manage
just
it
the
yourself.
save
Thanks,
thing?
Pavlana.
Yeah, what is she
This'll
talking
come in
about?
handy.
No doubt. But we
The
better
description.
get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity,
Is it just him?
and you have rightfully earned gratitude of the House of Lifer for all time.
Like, he's so quiet.
Ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein will always be open.
Sounds like
Thank
he's like...
you,
Yeah, it's
sir.
just him.
Though
He sounds like he's way over
I'm
there.
not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Where are you going?
Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskovitz.
Can I talk to you? How do you manage here? Why do you live? Why do you live here? You can shoot.
You said you'd shoot arrows.
Yeah.
at
Do you
the
have a
humans.
bow I can have?
You can use a bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty handy with it. I train up there, on the cliff, whenever I have a free moment. And the hares hanging in Ma's kitchen didn't just walk in by themselves. If they'd let me take part in the tournament at Trusky Castle, I'd beat all the men hands down, but that'll never happen. So I have to make do with hares and a straw mannequin.
I don't even know about the other stuff.
Farewell, my friend.
Can I take that knife? No. Alright, let's get a move
Nothing
on,
against
Hans.
the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trosky Castle right away.
Agreed. What about the rest of our company? They're dead. I saw Toth at the pond. I don't remember seeing anybody. I don't know what he's talking about.
What about Mutt? He's bound to be looking for us, and we can't just abandon him.
Henry, I like your dog, but that's not our priority right now.
He saved my skin.
So did I. First Trosky, von Bergov and the mission, then we can look for your dog.
All right. But the moment things are sorted out, I'll go looking for him.
I'd expect no less of you. So,
What about this guy at the water?
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Oh,
Toth?
Ishvan.
are you yanking my pizzle?
I don't
He's
remember
long
seeing him.
Since over the hills and far away.
I know how it sounds.
I don't remember seeing him.
But I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go.
Thank you.
You never know.
A hunting sword. Thanks.
Thanks.
I don't even know where he got it from.
Well, as do I. But better to have it
doesn't
than
matter.
nothing. Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
What about our guys? I didn't get to say anything about that. This is so weird. It doesn't, to me, look like 40 frames. But these are 40 frame cutscenes. Or some cash. I mean, thanks, but that probably can't even buy me an apple. That is a picturesque scene right there. Flawless. What a strange frame rate to cap, though. Like 30, low, but understandable. 60, understandable. 42, 41, very weird. Deep Silver presents a Warhorse Studio production. See, I wish the game could look like this all times. I mean, it's close-ish, but it's not this. I just realized where we get pants. Why are you waving at him? He doesn't care about you. Wow. It's like The Hobbit. But no, that's Lord of the Rings. That guy who just sits there brushing his lawn, angrily looking at them. Hey. Rude? We didn't do anything. If I had my Joffrey with me, that dog would be toast. I mean, the music at the end there was not very happy. Sounds like something's gonna happen. Something goofy.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
See, like, this is what I was talking about. Their faces are kind of, like, weird. I don't know what that is. Everything's on Ultra. It's gotta be the DLSS. It's like liney. Just go knock, bro. See?
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your
We don't even
liege
have
lord.
the message anymore.
Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
I don't think they care. Why?
Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was
That is
also
quite unfortunate.
ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days.
But he's not
And
dead.
even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Well, I wouldn't be a stranger at that point.
There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Oh, you're opening a door for us.
Getting in, whether you like it or not. Get your shitty hands off me!
You don't know him. He could have been anybody. He could have been a stranger.
Wait, one moment!
These people are so rude. Well, looks like we're gonna have to do something else along the way.
What the fuck was that?
Unknown, my good man, unknown.
So now what? There's only one thing we can do.
Take a bath. You gotta think, if enough people are using that to do things like that, that water ain't clean no more.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Oof.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Ain't no way she's actually gonna do that.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Yeah, we gotta get some, like, perfume. Get some new clothes, too. We need some armor. Get some shine to us. Then people will start licking our boots, saying, please, let me give you food for free. Free housing. Or don't kill us, please. Trust me. It's the way to go.
What the fuck was all that at the gate?
You
Try
learned
to talk to them and get
greetings.
shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Literally. First you have a wash and change. Yeah, we do have to do this as well, but we gotta do that
First
first.
thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
Yeah, we need
That's
some money.
all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this.
Then what do you
Be a
want?
laughing stock.
You're right.
I suppose you're right.
I don't like the other two
Take us for
choices.
total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
You're not to blame for their deaths. Yeah, we should go back and bury them.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Bajenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food! About bloody time.
Like, how are we gonna get some money here?
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
I guess that's how.
Cheers.
It's that lady.
What is it? That's that woman from the pond. Or the one you gave us away for?
Mm-hmm.
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you?
Oof.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
Probably not the best idea given what
Be
just
with
happened.
you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sure.
You're the one from that pond.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I already tried. Alright. Well, we are at an appropriate time. I think we should stop here. What are these, whoa. Whoa. What's over here? Oh, that's where we were. That's, okay. Why am I not loading any of this? I want to know what those two things are on the compass. Anyway, we will return. It did just save, so that's good. Very nice looking. Anyway, we'll see what happens later. But for now, we